Lily's back, and today she's making pie. All right, so we're gonna make apple pie. It is fall season, and apples are in season, so apples are dirt cheap right now. We're using Granny Smith because to me, I love Granny Smiths in a pie. If you don't like them, you like your pie more sweet, sugary, you can use any kind of apple. That to me, Granny Smiths hold up the best, and they give you that sweet tart flavor. So we got Granny Smith apples. You'll need about, depending on how big they are, you'll need about 6, 7. I like to make a deep crust, so 7, maybe 8 if they're really small. So we're gonna go ahead, and when I say we, I mean Lily, is gonna go ahead and peel these apples. So I figured I'd help a little bit, because she might be a while. This isn't exactly a knife for peeling, but it'll do. Now, if you have those fancy peelers and cores and all-in-one, whatever they do, you can use those, because you do need to core these as well. But the best way that I core it is I cut it in half, cut my half in half, and then I just slice out that triangle piece like that. Get that center out. Oh, this one doesn't look too good.
No?
Perfect. Do another one. Keep going. Keep going. This one's a little brown in the middle, but that's the beauty of apples. You cook them up and they'll be just fine. So once you get them cored and peeled, you want to slice them kind of thin. And by thin, I don't know if you can see that. I don't know what size that is, but that's thin. So you want to then slice, slice, slice. Slice your apples thin. Oops, oops, I'm dropping apple. I'm dropping apple. It's a felony. And we've measured out our dry ingredients. So in that cup over there, we have what?
Sugar and
brown sugar and white sugar. Yes. So we basically have a cup of each. 1 cup of packed brown and 1 cup of white sugar. So we're going to add that to a large bowl, putting all our dry ingredients in here.
Okay.
All of our dry ingredients. And then we have 3 tablespoons of plain white flour, all purpose. And then we have a half of a teaspoon of nutmeg and a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. We're going to add those. And then we're going to stir those ingredients together, our dry ingredients. Once those are mixed really well, which we want to just kind of get the flavors throughout everywhere. Because the sugar, you have to break it up and mix it in good. So those are our dry ingredients. And normally I take the juice of 1 lemon, but my lemons are really small. So we're gonna cut those in half and we're gonna squeeze the lemons over the apples. So this is just to kind of coat all the lemon over the apples here. Like I said, my lemon's small, but the juice of 1 lemon is usually more than enough. And that's just because I like it a little tart. I like the sweet tartness of it. All right. Then we're gonna toss the apples, and then we're gonna toss them into there. All right, let's do it. And then you're gonna have to use your spatula or your hand and just toss them so they get coated all over with the sugar. You want them nice and coated all the way around. That looks so delicious. All right, so I have deep dish pie crust I bought at the market, already made. What I've done is I've popped this one in the oven and let it brown up a little bit, because that's going to be our bottom, and I don't want it too soggy. I want a nice crust on the bottom. Then I'm going to use the other one as my top. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to transfer our delicious apples into this pie crust. Use your spatula. There you go. You're just gonna pile them up high, all in the middle. Don't push down on them, just pile them all high. Delicious. It looks like a lot of apples, but apples cook down, and this is gonna flatten out, so. All right, so now I'm gonna take this top, and I'm just gonna flip it on top of my pie here, and hopefully it will just fall out of the pan. That's what I'm hoping, that it will just fall out of the pan. If I'm gentle enough, it might. It might. It's halfway. It's working its way around the edge here. Ta-da! Look at that. And then I'm just gonna bring it down, and I'm gonna kind of pinch it to my other crust. You can see here. I need to bring it down a little bit, like that. And I'm gonna just kind of pinch it to my other crust. It looks like a fatty. Okay, then we're gonna egg wash it, which is, I'm gonna put a little bit of egg and a little bit of water here. It's about a 50-50 ratio, the egg and water. Get a little more water. And then I don't have a brush, so I'm just kind of egg washing it with my rubber spatula. I'll put a little egg wash on the top. And this is more just so that it browns kind of evenly. We don't know if that's going to really happen, but we're going to see. I'm excited about this whole thing. What about you, Lily? She's skeptical. She doesn't know about this. So, okay, so I got my crust sealed around the edges. I need a butter knife so I can score it. We're gonna make holes here and cute little holes all the way around for ventilation.
No, one big giant hole.
Just one little cross on the top. All right, we're gonna pop this baby in the oven at 375 for 1 hour. All right.
Still got the chin.
So we make sure not to waste anything. So all of our apple scraps, guess who gets it? Somebody came up in the apple game. Ellie Mae, Ellie Mae. We're having apple pie. This is your version of the apple pie. Is it good? Yeah? Waste not, want not, Ellie Mae. Oh, it's looking yummy. Lily!
Yes.
Your pie is done.
Still looks fat.
What do you think, though?
Smells good.
Looks delicious. I can't wait to try it. Beautiful. We'll let it cool, then we'll cut into it.